Okay, so what I just played there was an exercise I'm going to teach today coming from a diminished arpeggio. So I said that call this one diminished arpeggios in 3 levels. What I'm referring to is a fingering, an exercise, and a lick. And that's kind of the way I practice most things. If I learn a scale or arpeggio, I'm going to first get down the fingering. Then I'll either start improvising and creating licks from it, or I'll create exercises to help me understand or get better with a certain aspect of it. Exercises can also be used as licks, though. They don't have to sound like an exercise. So all these come from the same fingering, the things I'm teaching on this. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Now, a diminished arpeggio is just stacked minor thirds. So with that in mind, well, minor third is just the distance. If you lay down your fingers 1 per fret from your first finger to your pinky. If you're on the same string, so A to C. Now if I change strings, it's just going back 2 frets on the string under it, same notes. B string though would be different. Then the same notes are going back 1 because B string throws it forward 1. So there's only 3 possible different groupings of notes you can use for diminished arpeggio, because when I play, let's say start on the B and go up to D, then I can also start on C, and then I could start on C sharp, and then my next one would be back to the D note, and then it's just going to be the same notes again that I start with. So there's only 3 possible ones. So it doesn't really fit in a key, but let's go and jump into the fingering. So the fingering I'm going to start is at the B note. So 4, 7, and then I'm going to switch to my second finger. That pulls me forward. You wouldn't have to use this finger, but this fingering I'm using, and that sets me up for my first finger here. And then I'm going to use my third finger. That pulls me forward a little bit, not as much, and that sets me up for my next note where my first finger is right here. So each time, if you're not sure where your next string is, if you do this fingering, you'll automatically be in the right spot if you just do 1 finger per fret. So then my last one's going to be 7, 10. Same fingering back the other way. Now, of course, you can play this at whatever speed you want. A variation, and I'll show tab for everything I show here at the end, is sometimes because I'm using a clean sound with no effects other than a little reverb, it can sound a little empty at fast speeds. So sometimes at faster speeds I'll add extra notes in just to give it more of a flow. So I might go 4 and then hit this note twice, which kind of gives that type of sound, or I might do it on the next string. So on any of these strings, coming back up, I might hit 2 notes here. So I can add extra notes to kind of fill out the sound. Just another variation you can try. But let's go and jump into the exercise that I showed at the beginning. So it's the same thing. The purpose of this exercise is just to get that feel of when you move up a minor third, you have the same notes. So now at this point, I'm not going to go back to the 4. I'm going to shift forward with the same finger, a minor third up. So I'm going to go up to the 10. And then shift forward again, minor third. And that way, if I do it without pausing but still at slow speed, you get used to the shift and the possibility of where the same notes fall in different spots on the neck. Okay. The third thing I'm going to do is a simple, at least simple in concept, to lick. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take and move up the arpeggio, and then when I get to my 4th note, I'm going to reverse and come back 2 notes. Then I'm going to hit that again, go up to top, which is 5 notes, reverse and come back, and then go up 3 notes, which is all I can reach, and then come back the whole one. So this one will sound like this. I kind of like it. It breaks up the monotony by having different groupings of notes, and I think, it's fairly simple. It's still going to take some practice to get down the speed, but it's staying within 1 fingering, and we're not adding a bunch of other things to it. So anyways, here's everything I played today. So as you can see, the first fingering up top, then the variation adding extra notes, and like I was saying, you can add you don't have to add all the extra notes on this. You can add on 1 string, or you can mix that in however you want. The exercise with the shifting, and then the lick at the end. So hope you liked the video, and thanks for watching.